And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at Monster Hero Academy. This is a game in which you are a teacher at a Monster Hero Academy, and you are training students, and they are taking tests, and you as a teacher will help them take tests because, I don't know, you want to get Teacher of the Year award. So do you want to be Teacher of the Year award at a Monster Academy? Let's take a look at how it plays. You're going to put together 5 cards that form a scoring track. This is the building where your students are going to be. You can put, you have a token for your teacher that's on there. Each player is going to get a handful of teacher cards, which are numbered from 1 to 5. You're going to use 4 of these cards over the course of the game. The 5th card, the one you don't use, at the end of the game, if there's a tie, you'll flip it over and the highest card wins, which will probably be a 1 because you'll want to use your higher cards likely. Each round of the game has a test. There are test cards. We turn a test over. This is a chivalry test, or maybe we have an arcane spelling bee. So anyway, this shows how many points you get for being first, second, and or third in this. And it also tells you if your magic is 5 or more, gain 1 reputation. And it also tells us here that the test is a magic test. This one here is a combat test. So what players are going to do is they're going to take these cards. These are student cards that they're having. There's different student cards. One of them is going to be randomly removed from the game, or from the round. And then the first player, and that's the person who has this pin. Yes, it's an actual pin. You're the hall monitor, a class monitor. No one likes you. But anyhow, you're going to pick one of these characters and then pass to the next person, and they pass them around so everyone has one. After you pick one of these, you're going to pick one of your teachers. So you notice here that this wizard here is 5 minus 1. They have a 4 fighting, 5 plus 2, they're a 7 magic, and a 5 minus 1, they're a 4 trickery. And it also says you may choose a player. He switches his teacher card with a random card. That's these teaching ones. And those will take place. But before those take place, the person who has the class monitor, the last person actually, and going backwards, each person will draw the top mess up card, these challenge cards, and you're going to give this card to anyone else. These are opponent cards, not challenge. So I draw the Wily Alchemist. If your magic is 3 or below, lose 2 reputation, and that's points. So I give that to one person. I can even give it to myself. Each person can only have one of these in front of them. So once everybody has one, the round proceeds. So I look at Rennie here, who's a 7 magic, and it says if my combat is 4 above, lose 2 reputation. Her combat is 4, so I lose 2 points. But I haven't got any points yet. Hooray! And I can't switch this card away. Also, I can make someone else switch their teacher card, so I do that. So everyone does all the different things that their cards do. And each of the students, this one lets you switch it with the student card in the discard pile. This one lets you switch your opponent card with another player. This one here, pick another person to lose 1 reputation, you get another one. You can switch all teacher cards in your hand with another player. You may take the class monitor badge. Isn't that special? So whoever has the highest is going to win the test. Now this is a fighting test, so my combination probably wouldn't have been very good. But if we did the arcane spelling bee, I probably would have won that with a 7. And so I'd get 5 points. And we move our points and we go on. Reputation points. After 4 rounds, like I said, whoever has the most reputation points is the winner. And again, if there's a tie, you flip over your last teacher card to see who won the tie. Now, Blue Mana Games is the company that put this together, and the component quality is okay. It's not bad. The cards are fine. The counters are... I'm not a big fan of using a bunch of cards as a score track, but as it turns out in this game, it's kind of doesn't really matter, the score track. In a sense that the score in this game is really problematic. This game is very problematic in its randomness. This game is exceptionally random in the sense that the idea of picking a student, drafting a student, Citadel style, and adding a card to it, 1 to 5, which is a cool idea. That's good. And if the game had stopped there, I would have found it kind of okay, but it would have been fine. The fact that you're playing a obstacle then, a bad guy, on each person, and that's almost random, it's just very frustrating. Not to mention, there's so many other random things. I can switch your teacher out. I can switch your student out. This can happen here. This card is played here. And really, every turn in every game I played, almost no one ever won because they thought they would win. It was like, let's play the cards, boom, boom, boom. Hey, you won, hooray. Hey, I won, hooray. And that just was extremely random, the card play. And that flaw itself absolutely destroys this game. There's no game in here, really, because the choices that you make have very minor repercussions when someone can just play a card on you that makes you lose points. Someone can just play another card on you that makes you lose points. Someone can play a card on you that makes you lose the battle or accidentally make you win. And I have a really big problem with that because, if we're just going to throw cards out and randomly see who wins, let's just pull a die out and see what happens. Roll the die and the highest die wins. It's that this game gives the illusion of strategy. The game gives the illusion of, ooh, I can pick this card. Ooh, I'm going to pick 1 through 5. But when someone just randomly switches it out or takes all your cards away, I mean, really, the idea of having a 1 through 5 is a good idea. But if I know that there's a card out there that lets someone take my whole hand of cards away, then why would I ever not play the 5 and 4 first? Why would I keep those good cards to give to somebody else? And there's nothing that can block these things that other players can do to you. And that just completely torpedoes this game. Monster Hero Academy is not a game I can recommend in any shape or format. I don't mind the cutesy theme and the idea of being Teacher of the Year, and that's actually not a bad idea. The teachers helping students to get Teacher of the Year award. But overall, the randomness of the cards that you play just destroys it. And you say, Vasel, that's all you're saying. You're saying the same thing over and over. That's because there's not much else to say about this game. I would tell you how interesting it would be to pick a different card and how when you pull a card, maybe you can put it in front of yourself and that's strategic. But it doesn't really matter. Nothing matters other than just watching all the cards get played, trying to mess other people up, even though you don't always know if you're messing them up or not, and then ending each round with a randomized winner, losing points, sometimes faster than you gain points. It's almost a depressing game to play because you have so little control. So for that matter, I cannot recommend Monster Hero Academy at all. Unfortunately, not a very good game. A good idea destroyed by complete and total randomness.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!
There.